Yo, what's up, Pump Town and friends? Welcome back to another update. So what do we got going on? Well, look, it could be up, it could be down. How'd you like that? All right, have a nice trip. No, it's a little wiggly and wonky, so let's just keep it simple. We've been using this guy and it's been working quite well, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Now, because it made a top here, and I really like that, but I want to kind of cherry pick something else, because like there is a little gap there, and I just can't help but notice that this might be a little bit more refined. So I like it. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to just kind of confirm that with the next gap being here. So there's another gap above there. So I'm just going to use this. It looks great. It's better than ever. What else? Ooh. What else? Well, this is Monday's candle. So this candle that we're on, this is the actual candle for tomorrow when we wake up, which is weird. So what went on? Well, we got a new week opening gap. Now, I think we're supposed to pretty much disregard a 40 handle or less gap. I think you said publicly one time. I don't. I consider the gap itself. Now, I'm not, as far as like a vacuum block goes, I'm not looking for that, but although that could be what's going on here, man. So I'm going to give price action its opportunity to show me what's up, because we just bounced perfectly here, which was here. So remember, we were looking back. We're just keeping it simple. Like, it's so tough to be a long trader up here. So going back 20 days, there it is, just magically. So there's the lowest low, there's the highest high. Now remember, it doesn't have to come down here. So what I'm doing is I'm splitting that range in half, and then that range in half. So we're just gonna call it equilibrium or consequent encroachment of the event horizon here. That's gonna be the equilibrium of the premiums perspective premium and discount range. Okay, so in other words, this is my discount here, and we just dapped that discount array in concert with a big giant fair value gap, and that upper quadrant of that fair value gap happens to line up with that level perfectly. So this could be the higher low in the set, and the bottom could be in, and we could be turbo bullish. So today, I'm just going to tomorrow, right? I'm just going to let this candle play out, show its hand to me. If it closes above this guy, then I'm going to start aiming for that puppy right there. Yep. So basically, like, we could trade down. We could come for this. But if we're front running the idea that this is the higher low in the set here, then we'd be anticipating a higher high, retest, and then gone. So something like that. If that's the case, the bottom's in and we just rip, and then PCE on this Friday will doom drop us after that'll be the distribution phase. And it could actually be quite fun. So there's a banking holiday, obvi. That means that this week is going to be a little bit fickle and what we would consider unorganized. Don't be surprised if your favorite model is getting a little, if you got to permit some coloring outside the lines here and be rather content with what you get and live with your decisions. So aside from that level there, I'm looking at the monthly chart, and could we have topped out? Sure, but I don't think so. So maybe we just go for this guy here. I'm going to aim for $22,023. So now I'm dropping back into the daily chart. And if that's the case, then awesome. Okay, so now I'm looking in here. There's a fair value gap. There's a breaker. There's a reclaimed order block. There's lots going on up in this wick on the monthly previous month candle. And it looks like it could want to do that. So if that happens, I'm just going to be looking for intraday trades and just tiny little scalps, just looking for paydays. We could get something cool, but look, at the end of the month, especially because it's just been expanding for a while, this is when people tend to destroy themselves and think they're better than they are, and they're on a win streak because it's been really cakewalky. This is where the markets tend to railroad that confidence. So this is where we dial our risk back and be content. So that would be what I'm doing this week, and I would suggest that you just chill. If it's perfect, you know what it's like. And if you have that mentality, oh, I'm not going to go into the charts unless it's perfect, then you have the best trades then. Hola, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you had a wonderful, relaxing, blessed weekend. Don't go too hard, and we will see you tomorrow. Trade safe.